Ooh. All right. Let's see how this all plays out. Give it a second. Okay. Delete that. Ow, fuck. That shit fucked me up. Alright, I think I got everything just about set up and I can just get started. Let's see. Alright, I think we're good. Let me see some. It's my fault. Ugh. What's good? I think we get started. We'll just hop straight into it. Yeah, we'll rock it like that. How's it? Yo, what's good? I don't even know what you want me to call you because I cannot read that name, but you're a real one. I know you always be commenting on some of my uploads and stuff, so shout out to you. I'm gonna start the alignment chart here in a moment. Okay. All right. Ah, that was my ankle. Fuck. All right. Oh no, I meant to leave that up. Fuck it. All right. So an alignment chart basically is really just based on how much I would like to have it in JJK to compared to how much I'd like to have in a real life. So it's not really strength based or anything like that, but I mean, I guess in a sense of like I would like to have, obviously like limitless or cleave and dismantle, things like that. But there might be techniques like immortality that I wouldn't want, things like that that other people might value higher than like say I would. But we'll just get cracking. Hey, what's up, Mario? Hey, man, I didn't watch the short films yet. I got home late, but I'll check them out and I'll leave a comment under both of them, let you know what I thought. what's the FLM? I mean, first off, 10 shadows. That's the 10 shadows is easy, right? No, it's all good, brother. Don't even mention it. I appreciate you pulling up for like my uploads and stuff. Now, 10 shadows. I wouldn't say, honestly, 10 shadows might be the technique I want the most. I mean, let's think sukunas. I mean, as what we know, the chef, the cursed Chef Boyard domain expansion. I'm trying to think which ones I'd put over 10 shadows, but I'd rather 10 shadows over Sukuna's technique, to be honest, because I guess it's Sukuna's application. And plus, yeah, 10 shadows IRL, I mean, think about it. You could fly, I mean, water source, you have multifaceted, very, very efficient. Yeah, be a cook like your king, Sukuna. Limitless. Now this is another one that Limitless. We'll just say because it's just a curse technique, and using it IRL is essentially just the barrier because you wouldn't really have a. I mean, I guess you could have an application for blue having to very random moments, but I can see like getting getting something brought back to like almighty pull. If you do an almighty pull, essentially that's what blue does. It attracts everything. So, like, let's say my daughter. Let's be super dramatic with this. My daughter lets her balloon go, and it flies. Just a small blue of just enough attraction to pull it back down to where I can grab it or something along those lines. And then you can also use blue for teleportation, but we don't know how well that is compared to like someone with almighty push, the chaotic Shinra Tensei. Yeah, I mean technically with red, I mean it's essentially Shinra Tensei. Yeah, because it's like having a barrier between yourself and the world, like, and you turn it off. If you have the six eyes, it's. I'm gonna put it right there. I just prefer 10 Shadows a little bit more, personally. Now Puppet. Now he can make these cursed dolls, so essentially he can have. You can have essentially make your own little. I don't know. That might be kind of yikes to say. But you can have your own little staff, at home. You don't have to clean. You just make them clean. And I guess if you put the soul thing with a puppet is a little weird, though. I don't think that's something I'd personally do. Yeah, a furry army, exactly. But I can see it's like, I wouldn't want it, but I could probably see its uses for like I'd probably prefer it more in real life than I would in JJK. Because I mean, really, his thing was he was just like a workout merchant. The dude was just big as hell. But I mean that his doll was giving Yuji a run for his money. As second episode. But I mean, Yuji was still a physical beast at that point. He was just untrained. So I think it's just fine right there, and I can move him around. Resonance. That is, I'd like to have it in JJK because, I mean, I'm pretty sure we all know Gege had to get rid of Resonance out the series when soul damage became so prevalent. Which I wondered, like, the soul damage thing, I wonder if he always planned to do that, or if it was more about, like, how do I phrase, like, so Mahito with the soul thing, I think if Gege would have stopped like this, the concept of the soul and soul damage with Mahito, I think it would have been okay. I don't think anyone would have like suggested or wanted, like, thought that was like a mainstay of the power system. It was just his one ability, but now that it's gone, the series will just progress like normal. Which, if that's the case, that's why maybe that's why he decided to leave Nobar's like death in limbo, because he wasn't sure which route he was going to go. And by the time the Cullen game with the how the reincarnated sorcerers work with actually incarnating in the body, maybe he just Gege decided that it's impossible to leave Nobar in, because you get a piece of an enemy. Nobar is just a long distance, punch to the, well, nail to the heart. But in real life, I mean, it's not. I mean, it's like voodoo. I wouldn't really. I want it more in JJK than I want it more in IRL. We're not gonna do no domains, no simple domain, no innate domain, none of that. Yeah, I don't see how it'd be good IRL. Like, I mean, unless you're really a demon. If you're a demon that wants to, like, just cause havoc, but I mean, you still have to get a part of them to do the straw doll. And then, I mean, the nails thing, that's just more of an attack. And I mean, I'm not built like that. I'm laid back, you know? How's the by the way, how's the stream sound for y'all? Is the music, my audio levels are okay? That's something I'm still new on, and it can be a bit hectic trying to figure all that out by myself. I go crazy. All right. Appreciate it. All right, let's continue. All right, so what was that, reverse curse technique? Hey, Sebastian, what's good, my boy? Appreciate it. All right. So now we're going to operate reverse curse technique as... We're going to consider this as just healing. We're not going to consider this... What's up, Boku? So Nobar's Black Flash is interesting, because I think that is like the only one that is... isn't directly a physical hit on an opponent. It looked like, to me, it looked like she hit the nail, Black Flash the nail, and it basically just, see, I don't know. I'd have to reread it, but I remember that was kind of my thinking along the lines of she Black Flashed the nail. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get to finish the healing in a second. She Black Flashed the nail, and then I think it just enacts, because she. I think she just hit Esso with it. Like, I don't think it did. I just think it fucked him up. Cause I have to. She was she did the hairpin and it killed him. Yeah, like Nobara. See, people really like. I get the Nobara slander a bit because of like the anime really did her dirty. Like, they had no business really putting a Mortal Kombat knockout fatality. Okay, is it hairpin for Kechizu, resonance for Esso? Yeah, I get them confused all the time. Yeah, because I remember she did this and then it exploded. Yeah, so I think she just like. By the way, that hairpin scene was fire, but the anime did Nobara like so dirty. They had no business giving her like a Mortal Kombat fatality thing. And yeah, like it was cool, but I mean, Nobara, like I really like Nobara in the sense that she was cool with her fight against Momo, right? She's basically saying that, oh yeah, looking silly with Mahito. Just the storyboard was ridiculous with that. They did not do it justice there. Nobara against Momo, how she stands up for like what it means to be a woman in jujitsu, right? She kind of stands against the norms of Momo's more manufactured to like the standards of jujitsu, with like Gakuganji being a traditionalist. And the old guard, they didn't really value like the women or nothing like that, or at least like the old guard, like I said, the old guard, and like we know the Zenin. But she's saying I could be a savage and be beautiful. Like, I thought that was cool because you don't get like really solid, strong, independent female representation in shonen, but Nobara really did that. She was just a victim to be given a a kind of broken ability, because she hit a black flash, so we know her understanding is like way up. And then she was putting in work against Mahito. Yeah, in the manga, it was definitely done better because it's more like she didn't clock the second one because it passed, and her POV was just only one by the how she was looking. So by the time it was, her face was already touched. The anime, they had her sitting there like looking at a train coming. Just it's no, they could have had Yuji saying anything. I mean, there's a couple things in the anime that are weird like that. See, I was thinking, man, if they kept her like in a coma or something, and Yuta got Rika to copy her ability, if Yuta copied her ability by way of Rika consuming a piece of her. I mean, technically, Yuta max output resonance would go crazy. Yeah, like it. I did like that she. It was. I kind of like that Gege takes people, like, Gege writes people in a way where they stick to their ideals, and they stick to who who they are, like how their personality is, their little quirks, their mannerisms. And Nobara was stubborn and hard headed, which is why she went back. You know, she saw Nanami like what a true grade one sorcerer was, and that helped her kind of be a little bit more confident, just to believe in her curse technique. But she believed too much. It was arrogance, it was hubris, and she paid for that mistake with her life, or so we think. Yeah, if Nobara stops Sukuna's Fuga, if Nobara stops Sukuna's Fuga, you're gonna see some wild takes from Twitter discourse. I mean, I know Boku sees a ton of it because he's really tapped in with a lot of the content creators, and I'm sure you guys do as well. But it's so wild. Like, people will sit there and comment on a video I have, and I haven't had it in a while. But I don't sit here and pretend like I know everything JJK. I just enjoy JJK and give my opinion. I've been wrong before, you know. I've been wrong more than I have been right. But like, I personally think Nobar is dead, and Fuga is that's funny. Like, Panda, yeah, bring the sister back out. Fuck. That's funny. Panda. Oh man, that boy. I think sky manipulation could be the key to saving them against Sukuna. Like, if Yuta comes back with sky manipulation, like a max output, he maybe can redirect it like back towards Sukuna, or just manipulate the sky directly in front of Sukuna, so when he hits it, it just like hits that surface. It doesn't travel further. Yeah, like, and another, that's what I want to see, man, because Gege could do a lot here. He could do, he could just, like, I think Eternal Flames theory is shoot the arrow past everybody. Eternal Flame believes, or I saw a theory that he thinks that he's gonna shoot past them and aim for like Shoko and Wee Wee, because those are the two like big problems that he has to be mindful of, because we know he's already brought up Shoko and stuff. So It is weird that Uro just like basically pissed herself seeing Sukuna's aura, ran away. We know, our boy Ishigori was standing on business 10 toes against Sukuna at least. And Sukuna, I like that Sukuna respected him for coming at him. Like, but, he stood up against him and he was going to let Ishigori leave with his life. But, Sukuna's like, you just got to run away. And Ishigori's not going to, stand for that. And he looked down on Sukuna, and we know how that played out. JJK in One Piece, but I enjoy them and appreciate the writing beyond just powers. Yo, what's up, Plank? Yeah, I think Sukuna. It's just weird. No, I don't think Yuji's gonna get Fuga personally. Nah, I think yeah, Sukuna probably would have just killed him. Yeah, I mean, with Ishigori's output being so high, I guess it's that helps with his like curse energy reinforcement. Now you're good, Plank. I appreciate it. And Sukuna bombing the wounded. That's a good question. Cause I feel like with Shoko, she's kind of left like what she's actually doing. It's ambiguous because Gege can do whatever he wants. Gege can make it to where no, her healing ability may be better than we think. Or with Utahime amping her, she can do a lot. Now, I think, people like Kusakabe are, there's, he's saved. But I just like Gojo, Higuruma, I think they're just completely out. But as far as bombing the like what they're doing, I think that would be cool, but it's almost like Sukuna, I don't know. I feel like Sukuna could just nuke them right where they're at now and just they're not an issue. Like if there's no fighters, it doesn't matter who they heal because his problem is Yuji. If he gets rid of Yuji here, I mean, I don't know, but also after he hits his Fuga and yeah, I don't I think it'd be better for I don't think he's gonna do that either. Like the wounded. Ishigori is tanky as fuck. Yeah, he's like now Sukuna was holding back, but he was also scared when Gojo was doing the impromptu purple. Like both of those can be true. Gojo was a threat to him always. That is, I don't think that's debatable. Gojo can be a threat to him even if he's like holding back, because he's not trying to win that one fight. He's trying to preserve a lot of himself for what's to come. Also, he's trying to overcome the limitless and the six eyes. Like he wants a way that he can beat that. So like say he's looking for immortality. If another six eyes limitless user manages to pop up in the future, like in his like in moment thinking, he now has a way to deal with them. It's not like he has to redo another fight with someone that could possibly take his life. Yeah, the only difference with like the Shibuya one. See now Sukuna with like in Shibuya, he had his like full my CP is running a little high. In like Shibuya, he had his like full kit, like his full out, like everything. I mean, he was full. He was like fucking Maharaga up. Maharaga was getting to the point. I like Sukuna wasn't stressing in Shibuya, but he had his like full domain. It was, but in this, he doesn't have his like normal full domain. It is a incomplete domain in my opinion. It's like Megumi's. His normal domain, it's a barrierless domain, but it's not a or it's an open domain, but it still has a barrier. It's just left open. Like Kaio does a good job of explaining it, but in this way, like he does. I don't know. I don't think it necessarily has a sure hit. I think. All right, Mario, no problem. I appreciate it, brother. It would be cool to see Heaton. Boku, like a Black Flash, instead of like, I've been wanting his Sukuna's Black Flash. I've been wanting Sukuna's Black Flash to like personally I've been wanting Sukuna's Black Flash to my bad, y'all, I gotta mess with something real quick. Shit, let me not do that. I'm still new at this kind of stuff, guys. Please give me a minute. I'm sorry. Appreciate your patience. My computer's running a little iffy today. I need to get a new PC for real. Yeah, exactly, Boku. Like, it still has a barrier. It's just left open. And yeah, before I get to Boku, the Sebastian, yeah, like Infinity is just, you have to be able to create a technique that spawns on like Lily Barrow from Bleach. You know, it's like something like that, or even Kamui, like Kakashi's Kamui would get through Infinity. Um, and then yeah, with the domains it's weird because I think Sukuna is like creating a maelstrom of like physical like objects, you know, just debris. So they can't. There's no way to escape, and the slashes are within the barrier or the incomplete domain. But I don't necessarily know if they're like sure hit, or I don't think they're sure hit, obviously, because it would rip this. It would have to rip their. No, I guess that's not a good explanation either. Exactly, the outer shell. Exactly, Plank. Yeah, it's like they say, painting on air. The Suka now this like even me. Usually, I have a decent understanding of the chapters. Um, like I think Maki is holding Miwa's feet in place because Miwa can't use simple domain without her feet planted, and if she's even with her simple domain holding back, like that's the I wonder if you look at this chapter. Oh. I see now. Like, I guess I'll get back to this. the Oh, I didn't notice two new tattoos. Yeah, see, I'm thinking that like he's using the physical objects to keep them within without them escaping, but he does still have his I think he might have expanded his barrier and it took it away. Yeah, see that the it's interesting. That's a good point, Boku, because it's really like a sense of self. Like being so sure of yourself and not even sure of yourself. It's almost like honestly a realization of your inner being and then expanding that, like pushing your ego past your id, you know what I mean? Yeah, see, Plank, that's interesting too. I didn't think about it like that, but essentially he could just be using using his slashes to maintain everyone in the area and then just deal with them all in one big boom. Fire arrow go boom. See, that's the thing. Like, I'm not the most analytical guy, but usually aside from theories, because I am like, I'm probably like 4 for like 100 in theories in JJK. I'm not gonna do six eyes. I'm not gonna do domain expansion on this. Uh, they have Toji on heavenly restriction, like a full heavenly restriction, so I won't rank this one. But I'll keep talking about the chapter as I go. If y'all have any questions or input on these, I'll just kind of just run through them. Panda, the drumming beat. I'm not a panda. Thank God. Like Boku's talking earlier, he needs to do something like that dude. But now, this is a tricky one, right? Because against curses, it's great. Hell, even against people, like grade two, what how many grade two sorcerers have you honestly seen? It's just the students, Eno, and I mean I don't know if we have any more. Yo. Boku, I didn't think about that. Now, and that would really play, man, because Jin's the twin of Sukuna. We know that they share like they're basically viewed as one in jujitsu, but that's only in jujitsu. In real world standing, I mean, they're still twins, right? It's two different people. Um, Imagine Yuji having to eat his brothers and his dad. That is wild. Man, this shit really is like one step away from being a seinen. Yeah, there's I I really I'm really upset that there's like different translations. I mean, the official one is it's crazy that that's like the worst one. Yeah, it is really AOT level shit, bro. Maki stronger than Toji. Like I think Toji's got the better arsenal because I mean, and he's got like a longer life of being an assassin against sorcerers. But I mean, we know it. I would say my I don't know how much better like Maki can get than Toji in terms of just like skill, right? Of or physical stats. They might just be maxed out on physical stats. Yeah, you're right, Boku. It comes down to interpretation experience. Because like if Toji has all his like gear, that chain and how he uses it would be a problem. And he's a G with like swords too. Yeah, like why isn't like Sukuna? At first, I played it off as Sukuna was just above. Um, Sukuna was just above like being mad or seeing Kenjaku at any type of way. Like Kenjaku was just there, existed. He needed Kenjaku for like splitting the soul thing, so he may not be able to do anything to Kenjaku. Period. We still don't know like the exact details of their whole agreement, but it is weird that he's like, yeah, that's true, Boku. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Maki. Toji is like lower in my top 10. Maki is like number 4 in my, top 10. She's balling. And like her first pull up on Sukuna, we didn't really pay no mind, but she was hanging with him there, right? And then even Sukuna's telling like Urame, you were right to like focus more of the output on Maki. Yeah, remember he's like, oh Kenjaku, he's twisted or whatever. Like, bro, that is, I mean, like with Maki, not Maki, excuse me. Yeah, because yeah, you're right. For that like when that panel is like one, it's a good JJK meme. Two, it's like Maki's just standing there with her hand on like the handle of the split soul katana. I mean, I guess it's in character for Sukuna just to not give a shit. I mean, he did eat his fucking twin, but like at that age, what's good, Thriller? Like at that, like I mean, Sukuna couldn't have been like in cognizance of like what he's doing. You know, he's just surviving. He's just he was a selfish being from jump. You know, uh, he can recall it. You know, like for whatever reason, but in the womb, I mean, I guess like he would know how what he did, but like he didn't do that on purpose. I mean, unless it's like some really Aaron Yeager shit. But so I guess he wouldn't really care that Kenjaku took his twin soul and then did what he did to. But he created the cage. He created Yuji to be a cage for Sukuna. So was it? Yeah, on purpose. I guess I just mean more in the sense of like how much can you control like at that early stage? I mean, you're just surviving. Like I mean, he did it out of his own selfish need. Like I talked about in my video even though it got debunked the very, you know, this new chapter, I was talking about how like the cremation cuz cremators they do use um knives and stuff for like the bones and skulls to break them up, and they also use fire, obviously. Plus, there's like some symbolism with the opening and all that. But Jogo's fire. Oh, I guess healing. I'd love to have it IRL, but we're not doing output reversed energy. But healing, I mean, I'm just gonna put it because I mean it's just heal. I mean, I would love to have it for sure. All right, let's see. Because he went to escape his fate as a twin, but then it's like how exactly? Yeah, Sebastian. Like, how does he know like what implications? You know, I think that he just it is out of his own selfish, like, you know, just his true innate self, right? That's just who he is as a person. It's selfish about him, and that's why he did it. He acted more on his impulse than thought. It wasn't planned out. Yes, he is greedy. Then when he was born, obviously he is, you know, he knows what he did because of how like his mom treated him. You know, he would grow to learn what he did, and then I guess that's him like making logic of it. Now I do think that he wanted to escape his fate as a twin, like as Sebastian said. I think that twins are always meant um to be met. Like Maki is still with her. I mean, obviously, Mai is not there no more, but they are essentially like what she created. That they're still together. You know, the sword has her soul in it. That's why it can cut souls. I'm assuming that's how it works. Um, and he'll. I don't think the. I don't think that. Like, I think the twin thing is going to come back like Yuji. Yuji is the fate like that he's trying to escape. He is going to be done in by Yuji. And like if he did eat that Sukuna finger, I mean not the if he ate the like if Jin was the finger, you know, it'd be like now you know we share the same soul. It's like all coming to. Let's see. Yeah, Sukuna starving. Wasn't his brother starving too? Yes. And that's the difference between, you know, the selfish always get rewarded. You know, the selfish succeed in jujitsu. Like, look at a couple chapters ago, they talk about, they're talking about Kusakabe, right? And if you notice, Mei Mei is out camping with, you know, Uiwi. they're enjoying leisure while Nanami's talking, but he's like getting dropped off by Ijichi to go kill a curse, looking like overworked, depressed. Like the selfish will always succeed, and that's why Sukuna is at the top. Plank, he didn't eat Angel's arm, he just bit it off. I don't know what that was about. Yeah, see, like Bleach. I mean, think about like if you know Bleach, the Ichigo had to be stepped into like his origin, and it's by like through dialogue of others. It's statements and but Yuji is kind of like, man, your genetic makeup is like fucked, dude. Yeah, Mei Mei is the true like grade one sorcerer, not in strength, but what jujitsu or the jujitsu as we knew it, what it signifies. It's she represents greed, her own selfish. She's like a female Sukuna that has some humanity. Like I'm not saying she's the best person, but she is, humane. It's crazy how that is. Jogo fire would be badass, and it's strong as hell in the verse. But I mean, and it's more like now remember, it's not strength. It's more about like how I would like to have it in JJK. But I mean, that also kind of plays into the how strong of a technique. Yeah, I think that's what he did against Choso. Sent slashes and then just did his like flash step. Plank, see, I know where you're going with that, but like, take away jujitsu for a second, and identical twins if they have kids. It's like I personally don't know a set of twins. I don't know if y'all do, but if they have children, it's always the perception is one's an uncle, one's a father, and but in jujitsu now we bring jujitsu in involved. They're viewed as one, and I do think that a twin is always meant to return to the other twin when it passes. Now, my basically return to Maki. Yeah, I mean, and especially if Yuji did. See, this is very. It can go either way too, because oh yeah, yeah, that family tree is like wild. Like I got that meme of I put on no ops thing at same soul with two bodies. See, and now if you look at it, the same soul with two bodies, then you could say Sukuna is like father to Yuji. But I personally don't consider him like Yuji's father, but like I get what you're saying. I think I actually think they're gonna beat Sukuna here. But Sukuna's not gonna go down that easy. I think there will be a fight in the innate domain, and Yuji it'll just be Yuji and Megami versus Sukuna. Oh yeah, and that's kind of my thing with the as long as they exist, they'll never end. That's kind of also relating to my thing with twins always return. Yeah, Unk Sukuna man, but Yuji clearly grew up. So what is Sukuna talking about? See, we still need to see it because we know that he took the back shots to get Yuji. But Yuji was born with a finger sealed. We know it got released at the end of Shibuya. So Sukuna was 16 fingers. But did he grow, like, how was his growing up? Like, was he born as a cursed womb, and then he basically was just at a certain point, like, did he get merged? Like, did they merge Jin with him, or have did he was he born a curse, and then when he had Jin, maybe he had excuse me, Yuji, the curse like womb, eat Jin, which gave him his body. It's weird. Jin sharing Sukuna's soul kind of explains why he got by Kenny. Yeah, Yuji, our goat Yuji for real. Like, and they talk about like the cycle, right? Yeah, he was like, man, the crazy ones always got the fire. What's up, noob? Yeah, I can also see that he got pregnant. He got pregnant, and then he did the Yuji. He added the Sukuna finger after. Noah has a good point about the reason why Choso and them didn't succeed in his eyes is because he didn't carry the burden of pregnancy himself. He didn't have that like the equivalent exchange. Yeah, but Wasuke, he was just getting done dirty by his son and grandson. I mean, where's he fit in this? Like think about if Sukuna, like if you consider Sukuna Yuji's uncle, just say that would mean Wasuke is technically his dad in a sense, or like a yeah, he does. He really does resemble. Now, idle transfiguration, bro. We're gonna put up here. You could cure cancer with idle transfiguration. I don't think that's any. My bad. I get distracted really easy, and I yap. So, all right, ratio. I'd rather ratio over that. Can't. I mean, I guess you could always use that stuff for like self defense or like I don't know, hunting, but it's not great. Oh, I ain't worry about that. Blank. That's funny. It's like some South Park shit. Yeah, tool manipulation could be really useful. Depend like if we just consider like in IRL like objects or actual tools for you know. All right, we're not gonna do those. Dude, I'm just seeing what else they have on here. All right, we'll just use Choso depicted on here. Yeah, Toolman and I mean, plus if you just get the broom, right? Flying regardless is a huge like positive for IRL, right? Like no traffic, it's way easier to get to where you need to go. What would you do with the ratio technique IRL throw? Yeah, Gaku Ganji and then like the old heads, because like her school, it does seem more traditional. It's pretty funny. Excuse me, but yeah, like imagine if she just had like a crazy amount of output and sense of like confidence in her technique to just basically manipulate Mai from Maki, the split soul katana, and have the katana itself fight Maki. Like that would be crazy. I mean, that's a complete crazy scenario, but technically, split soul katana is a cursed tool. A skateboard deck. Yeah, skateboard that see now like that's some MC shit. Gaku Ganji really like and then was like, hey, just pick up that broom for me real quick. You know what? Just use it as your curse technique. And she probably had questions too, like, oh, but what if I had tried to do this? They're like, nah, just broom, just sweep. Clone. See, I did this a while back. The clone technique is I would love to have the clone technique in JJK. It's more about your who you are and how you use it type of thing. Like 10 Shadows is just crazy. Yeah, see, like in that regard, like ratio would be good. All right, let's see. I'm gonna just use Kamo here for blood. Now, not very useful IRL because we only have a limited amount of blood. And our resource of blood. Oh no, what the fuck? Man, I could do it. I could refill it real quick. Oh, bet. I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, see, with the clones, that's strange because they say that he can decide which one. So, like, I wonder if you hit one with resonance, are all of them affected? What do y'all think about that? Just because, yeah, he could have just been a broke bum wearing a whack fit, like, bro. And he was like, face was beat to shit. Imagine wearing a paper bag on your head when there's like people that look like SO or not even let's like Gaku Ganji or what's that dude's name with the that wants to turn everyone into a wallet. I forget his name, but that dude's running around. He's ugly as hell. Or fuck Hazanoki. Hazanoki is one of the most like original Juzo, the Dragon Bone creator. Imagine being Hazanoki, right? Like Hazanoki is one of the most standout designs in JJK because it elicits such a redneck vibe. Gege made a really white trash looking character design, and I do like his character. Dude, I was telling people like, bro, if he did like a maximum output, like just cut his if he just carried a little knife with him and cut his hand off and did like a max output like hand grenade. Yeah, Hazanoki does have that like is very we've all seen a guy like Hazanoki, you know? Yeah, but just for like how Momo is, I love to have it IRL, but just how she uses it, I mean, it's like it's the pits. Gaku Ganji. I do think Gaku Ganji's thing probably was stronger in his prime that he can maybe do a little bit more with. I mean, it's the speed of sound essentially, right? Yeah, that's it. Like I thought that was the point of him and Takaba fighting was to essentially help him see that he needs to extend past his like perception of what he's just throwing his teeth. I mean, technically, why not just do a binding vow and blow yourself up? Like, I mean, I'm not saying that's in character or anything, but that has to be doable for him, right? What kind of is he like? What kind of nuke would that be? Or let's not say nuke, but what kind of bomb is that gonna set off? It's not gonna be like Daida's from Naruto, I don't think, but like maybe he would have took out Kenjaku. Excuse me. Oh. All right. Yeah, man. It was Gege has this like weird way to piss people off, but then pay it off in such a nice rounded off way, usually. Not everyone's gonna agree, but I didn't want to see Hazanoki pull up on Kenjaku there, right? I don't think anyone was like wanting like before the Takaba fight for Hazunoki to be that one. We all thought it was like Yuta or whatever. We're not gonna do Black Flag now. Boogie Woogie. Yeah, like Gege is very strange with how he structures his stories. Like I tell people, like, man, you really have to like you really have to let Gege cook. Gege is someone that's gonna show you and not tell you for, it could be a while. Like think about domain amplification. Yeah, that Boku, that's legit. That's 100% agree with that. With Gege, it's like domain amplification, simple domain. These are all things we've seen in the anime already, but we're just now at the Gojo fight. We're just now getting that, like the full definition of one of the most important techniques in jujitsu. I mean, they tell us barrier techniques are important, reverse curse technique is important, but we never see the application of those. We just know they exist, and like the application, obviously domain expansion, but I mean like fully flushing out simple domain. And like look at Kusakabe for instance. I enjoy that because that's what helps. Like there's no expectations, but Gege fills in the blanks in those moments. Like writing for volumes, not week to week. That's a good way to put it. Like I wish I could wipe my memory of JJK after it's over and then read the physicals and then just like take it in one more time like that. Let me make sure I don't. Okay, I don't see nothing too crazy yet. All right. So now let's just be real about this. Hanami, nature, plants, infinite love IRL. One, let's be real. We treat Mother Earth horribly. Not I say what us as humans, but two, possibly grow marijuana. All right, Sebastian, appreciate you, bro. Do I mean yeah, I would definitely want it a little bit more than Boogie Woogie personally. Yeah, and I mean, yeah, this definitely an exercise like this. We have to give allowances to ourselves of like knowing how to be able to work some of it. Like I wouldn't say it's like it wouldn't be possible to expand like create a whole rainforest, but maybe like a little couple buds or two, a little plant. But who knows? But I mean, still cool. It would just be able to, yeah, minimum use for sure. Even like I could kind of put it down a little bit. Now in JJK though, I think he's a problem. Like, that boy was. People say, oh, that was season one Yuji. Yeah, Nugget Day. Yeah, I'd be like, man, I gotta expand this technique, maximum technique, 2 buds a day, extendo blunt. Oof. The like people say season one Yuji, so they kind of downplay it. Season one Yuji is still a problem physically. Like that dude's a monster physical stats. How many black flashes did Hanami eat? It was like 3 or 4, 3, right? And you gotta think that's a you know 2.5 like that's not even multiplicative. Yeah, that's like exponential in damage. Ooh, now Ghetto, I this is a weird one. Yeah, four Black Flashes, crazy. Yeah, see, maybe I think I might have been thinking it was one and then three in a row, but either way, we know Jogo wasn't gonna would have died from that. Like, I mean, even in the extras page, in that volume, Gege says, and this is to new Kage's point a bit. Um, he writes for volumes. He fills in, um, you know, narrative or details, character descriptions in the extra pages and things like that. Now, Ghetto. Now, here's the issue with Ghetto. Can't use it IRL. There's no such thing as curses. There's no really way to kind of work that, Then, what do we do about Love to Have in JJK? Because, I mean, it is strong. It is strong. I would say you'd have to step your way through it kind of like the sorcerers do, but yeah, see, I don't hate I love his technique in application, but I'm not trying to swallow, like, I cannot, like, just be real with y'all. I'm not the type that will, if I don't like the way something tastes, I can't swallow it. Pause. No diddy. Like, I gotta, like, I'll spit that shit out every time. Yeah, I would hate to have it, but it's like, man, what you can do with that. Like, if you get the right curse, like if he did Uzumaki on the Ganesha. Yeah, and then like Uzumaki, yeah, that facts, noob. So it's like I would still like to have it because just the scope of what it can do. But even like using Uzumaki in real life can't really. Now this is an interesting one. Seance. Like, do we give him Lady Ogami? Like Lady Ogami's in this list. So but the thing with Ino's ability is he has like a vanilla version of Limitless with his water spirit. He has a lightning dragon, so I wonder if he can amp himself with Ryu, the lightning dragon, to get like lightning speed. But I thought that's what Ryu was gonna be. Honestly, I thought it was gonna amp him like his speed crazy. Surfing to work, yeah. See, that's what I was thinking. I think it's more useful IRL than it is in JJK though. But he can summon the dragon multiple times too. Like I do see value in it. Like, would y'all rather have ratio or Eno's technique? Dude, like some Grandpa Zeno stuff, like just riding a lightning dragon. That's fire. Yes, I'll put right there. So head on. I agree with that. Yeah, and if someone steals your shiesty IRL, oof. Yeah, but it would be situational. Like if you're about to get hit by a car and you just ratio that bitch. Boy, if I was I would I would fucking like gorilla glue my shit. But not, I'd have to like find some applicant like fucking around, just basically nail the shiesty to my skin. I'm an hater to be honest. Nothing really a full body shice, dude. But oh my god, I would be dead. That would be funny looking. I might go make that edit. I might go edit. Yeah, the Babe hoodies. I might go edit into one of those. All right, so nothing to copy really, but it's a fucking fire. The domain alone for hit copy is crazy. All right, clone. Now miracles, great to have. Like I mean, it's basically like Izanami from Naruto in a sense, but like Haruto is a bitch, right? I think we all can agree to that. And yes, he did a sneak on my boy Megami, but yeah, miracles is crazy. Like if he would have been better, he honestly could have just kept being a sneak. Just let them think you're dead and then pop back up, you know? But if I had an ability like that, like I would be training to be a fighter. Like you're going to have to like beat me a bunch of times. Let's fill up I'm not going to do no barriers or like curse energy stuff, but like let's see. Yeah, I just I'm just for like brevity's sake, I'll already drag this on long enough, and I might turn this into a video. But like these, like now this one, she can manipulate things in the photo, right? But now creating barriers, I'll do barriers, Boku. I will do barriers because thinking about like IRL, having a barrier, one, it's like breaking you off from the outside. How nice would it be to have Boku coloring a manga panel? How nice would it be for you just to create a barrier and no one can come fuck with you? You know, you just play music that it's just you and the music in there. I believe she could take a picture and then manipulate whatever is in it. But it looks Jogo should have killed them, but they came back alive essentially, or not come back alive. You know, it's like the damage didn't hit, or they popped up somewhere else, like they escaped it before. Yeah, see, I'm gonna just look it up on my phone real quick, cause yeah, the other one is the yeah, see that's why I was that's oh yeah, a recording veil, that would be fire. Let's see. The fuck? Okay. All right, this is all right. Well, Mimiko's, that's the other one. Mimiko's technique is the one where it hangs, like it has to hang people or something like that. Um, she has a curse tool. Okay, Mimiko, which isn't her sister's technique, allows her to hang her targets to death using a noose. Damn, that's sus. That's some Southern Confederate shit. Yeah. Although the exact mechanics of how it works is unknown, Mimiko's technique involves the usage of both the rope and her stuffed toy that she carries with her. Her ability allows her to kill 3 Jujutsu High managers with ease. Yeah, beat up a high school girl. Difficulty non-existent. If y'all ever seen a yeah, it's pretty wild. Like imagine Sukuna with a curse technique that allows him just to hang people. Like have y'all ever seen Dark Gathering? I read like the first two volumes. I got it here somewhere. Oh, I got it up there. Dark Gathering, the main character, or not the main character, but in the main cast, the little girl, she has basically uses like stuffed animals and stuff to seal things in. All right, let's go to Nanako. Nanako though, Mimiko and Nanako. Hasa. Yeah, her domain would have to be insane. Like, you know, Yorozu's like depiction of her and Sukuna. Like, it's almost like that. Alright, let's see. Nanako. Alright, Nanako's technique allows her to manipulate a photograph subject that she captures an image of using her camera on her cell phone. She once used it on herself to move from one area to another, but okay, so now this technique is love to have IRL. Like, I mean, you always have your cell phone in your hand. You're always at ready with your a picture, you know? Like this is like World Star, the curse technique. But it's just weak as fuck. But I mean, I'd rather Momo's technique over that. I mean, Momo is beating the shit out of Nanako. We agree on that? Let's just all right, this one cool is good. You know what she can do, but yeah, I see. I'm photogenic, or at least that's what Vanessa tells me. Old lady. Now I'm not trying to kill no one. I'm not trying to have to take the remains of a dead person. So I'd hate to have it IRL, but like in JJK, I mean, she summons like a demon. I mean, it just happens Toji. Like if she would have summoned, who was dead by that point? Like she could have summoned Haibara. I mean, he's not as strong, but you know, just saying like she has complete control over them essentially. But Toji was just a cheat code. But I don't want that IRL, and I don't necessarily think it's like crazy. Yeah, you can just make someone else, but I'm not that manipulative. That manipulative. Immortality, I don't want it. And it depends on what you do with it. Like, I don't necessarily want it either way, but it's not bad. Oh yeah, see Michizane Sugawara, yeah. That's a lizard. Yeah, I wonder if she could do animals. I guess in real, like even then, I don't. Yeah, I mean roadkill's easy to come across. I'm just like I really don't want immortality. In fact, fuck that. Like IRL, I do not want that. I do not want to see my daughter and my wife like get old and go before me. True. But JJK, like I don't know, like would y'all want immortality in JJK? Like not thinking of just like strength. Don't think about strength for a second. Like just in general, in the JJK universe, would you want immortality? Like, cause me, I think it's like you can do a lot. Like look at Kenjaku, right? Kenjaku's a comedian. He's like, and he has so many like so much fucking like knowledge. But I'm gonna leave it there. I think that's a fine spot. Black bird manipulation. I could make a joke, but I'll behave. Man, I appreciate y'all coming through. By the way, it's new for me, and I don't really know a whole, I don't really know like the ins and outs of all this, but I appreciate everybody coming through, It's fun. Talk about JJK, chill on a Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon now. But I gotta get through this a little quicker. Uh Definitely don't want that, but I do see it's like I mean if Nobara wasn't there and if it's anybody but Nobara and Yuji, they're pretty cooked. That's a good point, Boku. Heavenly restriction, right? I mean, who doesn't like what you mean, Noob Kage? My bad. If I need that bag, you can keep it. Heavenly restriction. Do I want it more than a cloning technique in JJK? Yeah, I do. Like Maki's like legit top of the verse. Not top of the verse, but she went from like non-existent top 20 to like top 10. Yeah, the Wing King. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. If you need that, I thought like I read that in a different way. Yeah, that back, yeah, back shots hit difficulty extreme right there. Yeah, because I mean it's like that blood is just decay, it just decays them and sensory abilities. That's very true. I mean in anything like survival, like having the sense your senses raised always helps. Just physical stats in general, like you regen quicker. Shikigami. Uh, oh yeah. Oh, and then plus, like, look, all you gotta do is shower, and I mean, you'll be like a stud automatically. I would like to see a novel or an OVA or something like a special of Toji's growing up as a kid in a Zenin compound. Like seeing like was he and not no weird shit, but like was he like always kind of just had like definition, like a build as like say maybe like like a build 13-year-old, like Sasuke with more definition. Like did he look like that? Because he was tested by getting thrown in the pit against them curses and everything. So I mean, he had it work out for him. Like I'd like to see him on his first kill. Inverse. I do think inverse is cool. Like imagine you get your efficiency so refined. Like you know how Higgy and Sukuna were using Megami with wet hair. True, yeah, technically it's his son. Um, oh, you know how like Sukuna and Higgy with domain amplification, they like turn it off and then restart their technique like instantaneously. So imagine if you could do that with inverse, where you're just efficiently setting the scales of damage mitigation or swapping. Like it would still be like people could still catch you, but if you could mitigate like the gate that's open and closed between damage, I mean I would like to have it, but not crazy. And IRL, like IRL would be good because no one would know about it, right? So, but it's just like damage mitigation essentially. Well, not even mitigation, damage removal. Now, having water, being able to control water, summon water. Bro, you summoning water, right? But I prefer Hanami's technique. I don't know. Bugs, go lay down. Yeah, really, yeah. But yeah, I mean, you could. That's a good thing, a good point, Noob. That like, you can use this to further along your careers. It depends on what you want to do with it. Like it's IRL for you. Like this is obviously just something I'm thinking of and taking your guys' suggestions into consideration. Yeah, water manipulation is great. I mean, Is it drinkable? Maybe it's salt water. We don't know. Yeah, like that death swarm is wild. Like, I mean, I'm under the like if do y'all think Naobito like full 100% wasn't worried about protecting Maki or nothing with his falling blossom emotion? You think he's pack? I still think he might be packing up Dagon. Could feed millions. Yeah, just pop that. It's like, yo, we're having sushi tonight. We're having a fish fry tomorrow. And remember, these are just general placements because gotta make room. Ice, infinite food glitch. Oh yeah, like bro, and you could be like, you could really like become like, imagine you go to an impoverished country. And you're like, yo, hey, guess what I got for you? Boom. I'll come back in a year to add more, and you just dump a lake with like fish. Yeah, Urame is strong. I definitely like. What? All right, what would you rather, fire or ice? Like in JJK verse, because we know fire melts ice, but just in general, like some people might prefer fire power, some people might prefer ice. You know, you'd be like, what's his name, Frozone from Incredibles? Yeah, like it's just ultimate scam or just finesse. Oh, thoroughly stay I stay in New Orleans, Louisiana. Where's my super suit? Yo, what's up, Quinn? Yeah, I mean, the even though Jogo was just getting dogged, like Sukuna walked him in season two. Obviously, but look at what that dude created. Yeah, I got shit. I think we're having crawfish in a little while. Speaking of Dagon, and then like say if one of y'all had fire and I had water, or if I had like Dagon and one of y'all had Jogo, come over, man. We have a little crawfish boil. Yeah, I think Arame's experience and just understanding and her like how she views jujitsu, like just as a sorcerer, she's better. We'll get there. All right, that's domain. All right, projection sorcery. Obviously, anything with a movement buff is like great IRL. I also would love to have it. Yeah, right? Sukuna the cook. I just gotta make room for this shit. Uh, all right, so would I rather have projection sorcery? I obviously want heavily restriction more. Projection sorcery or clone? I mean, projection sorcery, the domain is fucking crazy. Honestly, I think I'd like to have all of these like equally, like the elements. Yeah, the clones are I mean, think the clone is you essentially. I mean, and then you just switch when you want. Yeah, I mean, there. I almost, yeah. Maki only figured it out because of like the heightened senses, and she could keep track of it with her amped body. I know. That's a good point. Yeah, shadow clone light. Now what was I about to say? Oh, I know. Now Bito hates 60 frames, and so it's all 20. But imagine if he did like his extension or his maximum technique was 60 frames. Like, wouldn't that be like such 60 movements? Like, would Maki be able to track that before her like second awakening? I think cloning is more versatile IRL. All right, adapting, like, yeah, I mean, adapting IRL is like you don't get cold no more. Yeah, like Boko. See, I thought Naoya was going to do 60 frames because now Bito hates 60 frame animation. Um, but Naoya is kind of like he's like against his family and everything. So I thought, oh, like he has the mindset to actually maybe like 60 frames. Oh yeah, like you don't get cold no more. You don't get hot. Like imagine not sweating. Imagine not being cold. You just stay at your normal like uh base temperature. I'm gonna just put it right there because I'm getting run out of space. There's a lot of JJK stuff that's versatile IRL. True. He just had his mind set on being like the boss, being the lead, the head. Instead, he was a dickhead. I'm not gonna do these. I'll put these in the pits. I mean, stopping someone actually thinking about now. Yeah, like see adaptations one of those things where it's as good. Excuse me. It's as good as like the world lets you be, because if someone pulls up on you and then they just like, you know if you run into the wrong person too fast, you're done. But if it's like step through to where you're just like growing and growing and growing, and also depends on how quick you adapt. But I mean, Ranta, like I wouldn't want the technique at all, but in real life I could see there's some usage to it. It would just be my eyes start bleeding. Blazing Courage, Ogi's a bitch. It's Maharaga for me. Yeah, exactly. It's like, man, is Vegeta like is Vegeta gonna play with him for a while, or is he just gonna nuke him, or just hit him with a blast that accidentally kills him because it's too strong? I mean, yeah, like imagine surviving like, and this not to make light of anyone's situation or anything, of course, but if you survive cancer with adaptation, you'll no longer you're immune from it. Maharaga sounds doper to me too. Blazing Courage. A fire arrow, love to have, but I mean, really, how useful is it? Oh, excuse me, guys. Y'all saw that chicken head just popped in here? Or the... Hey, boo. You want to come see?
Okay. I think
It's cool.
see.
Come see. Come see. Oh.
Oops.
Oops. You want to say hi?
Okay, let me say hi.
What's good, y'all? Look at this. Bundle of joy.
Look at this, Mommy.
Beanchan.
Say hi.
Hi.
Say hi, everybody.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone.
Oh, you're just too cute.
Mommy.
I'll be right back, guys. I'm almost done.
Look at this.
Yeah. That's my my little family there. I Boca, I appreciate you coming in, brother. Means a lot. As well as everyone else. I'm gonna wrap this up in a minute. We got something just popped up, but not a super rush or anything. Alright. We'll just run through this quickly, right? Utahime. I don't need to be like pop locking in IRL to make everyone else. So I don't want an IRL, but I can see its usage in JJK. This guy, don't want it. No usage. Mm. 14? Oh man, I'm not looking forward to that, bro. Like she is just turned, let's see, four, she turned 4 like two months ago. And you know, now she's talking and like asking, having conversations, and I hate it. Like she has a little crush on my brother-in-law, his best friend. He's around a lot, and she has like a little crush on him. I hate it. I always be like, you better stop all that boy shit. All right, Hikari. Luck. I mean, I just probably put it like right here, just to make room. Would you rather Miracles or Hikari? I'd rather Miracles. Thinking about, but we still don't know exactly how Hikari's technique really works. Oh shit. Yeah, I think I'm fine putting it right there. Hanyu and Haba. I think that's their name, Hanyu and Haba. Alright, so you think Momo can beat one of them? Hanyu, not both of them, but you think 1v1, how you think they fare? You think Momo can take them too? Because she has projectile wind slashes at least. But I just don't think the physical, I mean, I don't think she has the physical stature to handle like them bombarding her. I just would hate to have a head like that. Hardest fight in Momo career. I don't want this technique. I can see there's a little value in it. Where are we putting Higurumas? You know, it's obviously nice to have. Really nice in JJK. IRL. Confiscation, because it's like really, you're trying to take things. I don't know if like I really... Yeah, I'm not trying to have my shit looking like that. Like, I mean, obviously, like, confiscation, say you take things that don't belong to somebody, but then, yeah, you'd have to, exactly, you'd have to basically become this justice warrior. But I mean, I can see value in it in certain circumstances, but I think Reggie's technique, I wouldn't really want it in JJK, but I think it's really pretty good IRL. Like, imagine you buy a car, boom, you never need to buy another car again. You just keep, you know, just well, you'd have to, I guess it's like, yeah, it's a one-time use, but still, you could, same car, like, oh, babe, you need a car? I'll go buy a car, double it up, boom. Just some... Hazunoki, don't want IRL, but I could see it. If y'all ever want to do like something like this, it's on tier maker. You just actually, it's one of these selections when you click on a tier list and you just click on alignment chart, and you just have to type in what you want for the... I don't think we need to talk about this too much, right? I just need to separate. Yeah, I just wish it was a little bigger, or these were a little smaller. Yeah, I think Takaba's might have the... I can just scoot these down a bit, because like... I mean, personally, I just like... See, that's the issue with doing this as content. This is fun to do a stream, but this isn't very good content because it's just too cluttered. It's like, you know, in a viewing perspective, at least we could go back and forth on it. Shit, all right, I guess let's go Ishigori. I don't want it IRL. Like, it's useless. Not useless. I mean, you could use it to destroy things and like make yourself durable. I mean, would you rather have... Would you rather have Nobara's technique or Ishigori's? Like, just in general. Like, because we know Nobara's technique in the world of JJK is pretty crazy. But Ishigori has more of a... more usage. Like, you'll use it more. And you can use it... Like, I mean, look at the extent he took. He was he was strong as fuck. I mean, he got glazed just a couple, like, handful of chapters ago. He died like chapter what? 215? Oh, excuse me, like 217. Now Yuki's, we would never create a black hole, but your virtual mass. IRL, there's not really Hana's technique or Angel's technique can really do, but in JJK it's pretty good. I'd rather, I'd rather, oh man. See, I just think of like what personally I would like. Like curse spirit manipulation. Would you rather have that or Angel's technique? Now, you could still be a fighter with, excuse me. My apologies. With Angel's technique, you know, you could still be a fighter. She's just not, you know, I guess maybe she was in the hand, and we just have, Hannah just doesn't have the body for it or whatever. But I think they're all pretty close to like their, who they were, like how they, oh shit, my fucking. Okay, let me see. Damn, what's he want? My bad, guys. Angel or curse spirit manipulation? Like, I personally, like, curse spirit manipulation sucks in the sense that you have to swallow those rags and shit, right? Angel's technique is nothing like that, but it just like just like cancels out like curse techniques and shit, which is crazy. Because a lot of sorcerers, the whole thing with jujitsu is people rely on that. You know, all sorcerers are like very confident in technique. They like rely on it. So if you take that away, you know, how many sorcerers can get by or can deal with the shock of their curse technique getting canceled? You know, because even Kenjaku was a little bit sussed out. Kenjaku was like, whoa, it's just like my technique just stopped. True. Kashimo, I mean, like I said, anything with a speed boost is like beneficial IRL. I personally, honestly, I don't know. Like his curse energy trait comes with the technique. I don't want that ability. Like it's crazy, but I'm not trying to die after I use it, right? I just personally don't want that technique. You a bum. No usage, but I can see a value in JJK, but I would probably put it here. Kurorushi, do I want to control cockroaches? Now, you don't have to look like Kurorushi, you just control roaches. Disgusting ability, nasty, but man, you could really ruin someone's life. Like, if someone messes with you, you can essentially send like a swarm. And I don't want the technique in JJK, but I mean, it's strong. Remember, this isn't about strength. Sky manipulation, way up. Like I said, I think that might come in handy for deflecting Sukuna's Fuga. Charles, I wouldn't want it, but in real life it would be beneficial. Don't know what his technique is. Kenjaku, I don't want it. Nope. Hate to have Kenjakus in real life, right? I'm not trying to switch bodies with anybody. Not just anybody. Okay. Cleave and dismantle. Yes, give me that shit. And it is useful IRL too. Because we know you can create a barrier of blades around you. So nothing can really... I mean, obviously it depends on who you are. But let's just say that is possible. And I mean, we have to cut things every day. You know, that it would be beneficial. It just wouldn't be super beneficial. and I would love to have it in JJK. That's being if I got the mind. I'll worry about it. This is very cool. You know, anti-gravity reversals gravity. If anyone watches Bungo Stray Dogs, I think his name is Chuya. That's Dazai's like old partner. He's made me realize like if anytime someone asks me what power would you want to have like in real life, like a superpower, I say gravity manipulation. Because like you could fly with it, and you basically make the gravity dense around you to where nothing it's kind of like a barrier, like Kenjaku does in that panel. You know, and anti-gravity can be weaponized, or gravity manipulation can be weaponized. It's just I'm just getting cluttered here. I'm not trying to do that. Do that. Yeah, thoroughly. We on the same. I'm like you for real. I think that's really. I mean, I'm not really worried about Panda. I think I already got Panda. Oh, Junpei's bum ass. If his mom comes with the technique, give me that. But I'd probably put it right here, honestly. Because I mean, I can see that no-op video about Junpei's potential is kind of funny. Because it's like, man, if that jellyfish was able to do like all that crazy shit, go check out no-op's video on Junpei if you haven't seen it. It's just a fun video. But a Shikigami, it doesn't matter what the Shikigami looks like or what it represents. It's what it does is most important. And like poison, we know poison's a problem in JJK. Like, yeah, like I honestly, that's what when I was like, yo, Mahito is a demon, bro. That's also the Yuji panel with him walking like crazy. Oh, I'm so tired. Oh, my bad, y'all. You know, in every like shonen anime, if you think about it, like there's always like like things that are in the first season that we didn't even like. If you go back and look at it now, you're like, oh, that's what it meant, or you know, like hindsight type realizations. There's got to be some of those in JJK, like something dealing with like mega that relates to Yuji. I know there's already been a couple uncovered, but like Yuji, you know, something with his soul or how he. There's got to be like a telltale that we just are like overlooking or forgetting about. Like a oh my gosh, shocking like turn. Oh, construction. Is that construction? Yeah, I was wondering. Construction. Way up. Way up. But I don't want it more than cloning. I'll tell you that. I just realized. Would you want Hikari's ability? Or construction? See, I want to show y'all this idea too if y'all got a second. Yeah, it's fun to do that through. I'm not doing that. I'm not really. I don't even see. Not worry about that. Not worry about that. Not doing Black Flash. Not really worry about Six Eyes. Just including that with Yeah, construction's cool because it's like, man, what can your brain and your perception of your ability? What can you build? Like Yo-Yo Rozu or whatever for Momoyoro. Well, I forget her name. From My Hero Academia. she's like her construction's like kind of, I don't know what it is now, but she used like the lipids in her body to create things that she understands the build. Like, so she has to like understand how something's made in order to create it. That's a problem. What if you're dumb? What if you're degenerate? What if you're lazy? But now, what if you do have the mindset to go out and like research how things are made, or the construction of things? Kind of like Shiro Emiya almost. But I mean, he is a little different, obviously. Divergent Fist, I ain't worried about. I think that's good. I mean, I don't. We'll just do Puppet. I hate to have it, but I see its value. I think I'd rather. No, I mean, I'd rather. I'm not trying to fucking be in a. I'm not trying to be so white. I'm already white as fuck. I'm not trying to get so pasty and pale that I get moonburn. Yeah, because the bug armor, because like, man, bugs really are versatile, a versatile thing to construct your technique around, because like their whole thing is like they adapt to their terrain, and then they evolve to get fucking food and shit. Or not evolve, but like, like she says, you can see like that step up from like or I mean, I guess evolution, but like just the normal bugs to like, fuck. I mean, an ant to even a housefly, right? There's a huge jump to be like what they do and how they operate, but it's versatile in the sense of like ants are stronger. There's a with a housefly, they fly and shit. I mean, it's obvious, but I do think it was cool, and the bug armor did look pretty decent, I will say. But I think that's about it for these. I mean, I'm not really worried about simple little man. Not the ox. We don't know little bully boy. Wait, let me see something. Okay, that's the dude that can make his claws. That's what that is. Object transfer. That's what they call it. Yeah, I think I'm good with not putting any of these. Alright, that's it. I mean, I know it's hard to tell and shit, and I'm a move around. Just so you can see it a bit. Alright. You can kind of make out a little. I'm a screenshot. Alright. Okay. I mean, what animal would you construct your armor, Thrill? Like, I like think about like I was thinking about Spider-Man, that Rhino villain that they have. Or I mean, in a sense, you could kind of become Spider-Man. I mean, it's just more of like a spider suit, like a legit, like the Iron Spider or whatever it is. I'm not a big Marvel guy. This was fun though. I don't know how often I'm gonna stream. I'm gonna try and do at least one stream a month, because I do have fun. I have fun with it, and I'm not. I don't take things too serious. A man. Oh yeah, they punch like faster than the speed of a bullet, right? That reminds me of a series called Terraformers. I don't know if you ever heard it. Yeah, I really do appreciate you guys. Like honestly, this YouTube shit is not easy. It's a grind. Like I was thinking about now, I wanted to go live this whole weekend, but I wanted to go live Friday, couldn't because of like had to watch my daughter last minute, which she's always a priority. Sat and then yesterday had a bunch of people over. It had been too loud, so I'm glad I got to do this. I do want to show y'all one more idea. Let me pull it up. All right. So, Volume 1 community. I don't know if y'all know the anime. I don't know if y'all know the YouTube channel Volume 1 podcast, Josh and Megan. Um, I'm pretty cool with Josh. And they're about like 28K subs. Real cool, nice people. If you like One Piece, go over there. Uh, they do a chapter review on like Thursday or Fridays, and they're really big on One Piece. But they're good people, really nice, cool. On an older channel I was a part of, I did a video with them, and you might see him pop up on here. I I used to actually be a mod. I don't like being a moderator, if I'm being real with y'all. I try not to. I only do any moderator stuff if like someone's just being an asshole and like ruining the experience and the streams for other people. I'll step in. That's it. I just try and make sure everyone has a good time. I don't like, I'm not tight up on it. I'm not hard up on it, excuse me, or anything like that. But I was a moderator for their channel like I am with No Ops, but I barely did anything. I just be chilling. But I created a quiz on Uwu Fufu. I don't know if y'all know that website. I can put the link in. I put the link in the Discord. I'm sure y'all seen it, but what? Oh, damn! Almost fucked up. I'll put the link in chat here. Excuse me. If y'all decide you want to do that, you don't have to do it, obviously, but. Alright. So out of all the series that they reviewed, I took like the main cast out of it, and I took the main cast out of all the series, or not all the series, but most of the series that they reviewed, and I put it in a quiz that we could just do one real quick if y'all want. And sukuna is actually at the top right now. Alright, so this is it right here. So go to play. I have 64 characters in here, and basically championship rate means that was someone's winner. Kamina was actually my winner. I was the only one that got Kamina. But as you can see, it's a wide variety of characters. Some JoJo's, Chainsaw Man. Oh look, there's a Seto, Geto Kaiba, as I call him. Geto Kaiba, Denji. And the point is to pick your favorite character. Not the strongest. Not, I'm a low-key, I'm not a One Piece hater, but I'm kind of known as a One Piece hater in that community because I kind of meme on it. But you go to play, there's only 64 characters, so if you go 32, it's going to be randomized, but does see to play. And then you just pick. I prefer Yuji over Ray. Ooh, I like Himmel over Fern. Yo, Yuji versus Toji. Oh, I really like Asuka, but I'm gonna go Kenpachi. Honestly, I like Robin more than Toto, believe it or not. Even though I say One Piece is like a 7 out of 10. Which is still good, I'm just not a fan. Oh, shit. Gotta go Gojo, man. I don't even... Gojo's probably like number 7 out of my top 10. Fuck. Bro, I love C2, man. And Ichigo's that guy, though. Yeah, I mean, it helps that Robin is... Like, you see, this is like they're gonna do this on their live stream next Wednesday. So if you were looking for a new channel to watch, they usually stream at like in between 2 p.m. or 4 p.m. Central Time. So just in case you are looking, you know, it's fun content. The community is really nice too. Like if you know No Ops community, it's a lot like that. It's very welcoming. A lot of W's in chat type of vibe. I'll go Ichigo. I don't want to be a simp. I was already a simp for Robin. Hey, Gojo's that guy. This is unfair. I love Gyro, love Lelouch, man. Like, he has so much, like, swag. I actually have a picture of him edited with Future's head. Like the rapper. Gotta go Lelouch. That's one of my first favorite characters. Yoshikage Kira, my favorite villain. Ooh, Tengen or Sagiri. Damn, I love Shion too. Yo, Lau, what's good, my guy? Yeah, brother. Over Tengen. Sagiri is a baddie. Now, Colin Kozuki from Code Geass was my first waifu ever. Oh, shit. I actually edited this picture of Denji, too. And this is the one I put Kusakabe's head on. Shion is that guy. His, like, thousand swings. You need to read Hell's Paradise, bro. Hell's Paradise is better than people think. Oh, what? How is this? Yo, bro, this is like two GOAT villains. Like, this, damn, Sanji, son, you actually won. Yo, and it's so funny because like they show you the percentages of how often there's only 2 people that have never won like a matchup. Sanji was one of them, but I just changed that. And I forgot who the second one was. I can look when it's over. Himmel or Grip? I'm like 20 chapters behind on Aaron, but I really like what he like stands for and like what he means in the world. But it's just Griffith, right? Like, how can you fucking fuck Sanji? I like Lelouch more than Griffith, believe it or not. I mean, Guts, excuse me. Yo, what the smoke demons? Like, tell me, like, how? Yeah, no, I love Guts. I do. Like, Guts is like great. If it's about objectively written, he's the choice. But I just personally like Lelouch a lot. Who'd I choose over Power? I got a bad. Well, now I'm not as high, but I was pretty packed out when I started. He's human. I'm actually gonna go with Kenpachi, man. Just the fact that he like beats someone that can bring forth their imagination. But then again, technically, my favorite character in Jujutsu Kaisen started in that man's nuts. Toji, created Megami. I'm gonna go Kenpachi. Why do I'm fucking. Sorry, Robin. Sorry. I actually like Kira more. Oh, shit. Yuji's one of my favorite main characters. What the fuck am I gonna do, guys? You're watching in the inner turmoil. Yeah. Yoshikage Kira is that guy. He's my favorite villain in JoJo's. And I did read part 7. Funny Valentine is a goat too, but man, this hurts. Griffith is a like god amongst like, damn, I don't know how Ichigo and fucking Colin got this far. I did not have great selections, I feel. The semifinals. Yuji and Ichigo are similar. In a Griffith is, here's an interesting thing about Griffith that a lot of people don't talk about. That man is one of the first prostitutes. He took the penis. He took the penis for like money from the king. That dude's sus. And we also know what else he does. That's the real reason why he said Dio's in this list, but he just didn't pause for real. No Diddy. The Dio's in this list, but because I went to round 32, he just didn't get the randomized. But shit, if y'all do this, if you hit me up on Twitter, like link, my links in the description. Just send me a screenshot of yours. I like seeing this shit, I love Lelouch, man. Sheesh. That's the semifinals for you. My young goat. Man, see, it's like forcing me to like turn inward. You know what I mean? It's like I love Yuji, but Code Geass. He's like he's Shikamaru in the sense of, strategy. Because I made this whole like just put the pictures in and all that, but it's not hard to do, obviously. But I want to maybe, yeah, I'm gonna go Lelouch. I want to maybe do one for JJK. Yeah, dude, it's one of the best endings in anime, and he deserves to finish this off. All right, let me see. All right, that was Lelouch's first win too. See, everyone above, I don't know how Shinji won, but everyone from here up got at least one win. And this is their normal win percentage. It's so funny. They're like dead smack next to each other in win percentage. Love Masato. Got Shanks. Aki, Makima, Yamato. Look at Luffy. I shit on him. Simone. Quan Chi. That's my... Yoko is my little boot. Whew. Yeah, Colin Kozuki, she's also in Colin Kozuki's also in Kogias. Yoroichi, Asa. I made that meme for Aaron. Ern, Chopper, Okarun, Momo. Alright, so the only person without a win at all is Chobe from Hell's Paradise. But I like Chobe a lot. Like, I would choose Chobe over Sanji, Rengoku, Shinobu, Akainu. I never got him popped up in the right matchup. Alright, well, it's been, let's see, what, 2 hours? Time flies when you're having fun. Appreciate everyone staying by, well, coming through and staying for the, most of it. Anybody that came just show some love. It's all good. I just appreciate you spending some time with me. Yo, what's up? Snooze. Caught me late. But I have an idea to do something. My bad, bro. It'll be up as a appreciate you thoroughly. I'll leave it up as as a VOD on the channel. But it looks like a jumbled up mess. But going through it, you'll see and we also had a good discussion about the chapter in like the first 45 minutes. Around that mark, we started talking about it. But maybe I'll hop back on and stream a little later. I'm gonna go get some food, chill with the family. Oh, and y'all also got the reveal of my daughter. And my wife, she wasn't aware that the camera was on. She thought the camera was off. You got to see her big ass head. But alright, y'all. Have a good day. We'll see if I stream later.